We're on the record in cause number 326368, the state of Texas versus Samuel Cadena. Mr. Cadena, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Cadena, do you swear to affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, you may put your hand down. How you doing, Mr. Cadena? Mr. Cadena, you are here, and you're represented by your attorney, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, right. Put
Yes,
your
sir.
on mute.
Okay.
Okay, now, Mr. Smith, how are you doing?
Fine, Your Honor, thank you.
That's good. Now, Mr. Smith, Mr. Cadena's case is on the court's announcement docket.
Yes,
You have
Your
an
Honor, it's a
announcement?
relatively new case. I'm just asking for like 30 days.
You just 30-day standard reset?
Yes, Your
Okay, okay, we're gonna keep it on the announcement docket. Now, Mr. Smith and Mr. Cadena, you should have before you standard bond conditions in county court at law number 2. Do you see that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll go over this with you. Following the arrest and or accusation in county court at law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Mr. Cadena, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order arrest of any defendant who, A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body. And that's pursuant to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, subsection A2 and subsection, the other one must be, and subsection C2. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Number 3, defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense. The defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim, Esther Gonzalez. Do you understand that, Mr. Cadena?
Your Honor, may
Okay.
I be heard on that
Yes.
particular one? I asked him, I talked to my client earlier. He has had no contact with this young lady, except there is a court order where he has court order visitation. And the only kind of contact he has is when he, under pursuant to his court order for visitation, he picks up his child.
I think in standard visitation orders, a competent adult can be assigned to pick up the child. I mean, if it's a standard order. So if he follows his order, he should be in violation of this here. He has a standard possession order, right?
That's correct, Your
All
Honor.
right, and I think they usually had a provision in there that any competent adult can be assigned to pick up the child.
Could my client be heard on that?
Yes,
My mom or my sister goes with me every time I go pick up my daughter.
Okay, what he's saying is that because you're under these restrictions, you need to just have your mom or your
Okay.
sister pick the child up
Okay.
instead of you.
Okay,
Thank you.
that can be done.
okay.
That's straight down there.
Okay, now I think number 4, that only deals with DWI seconds or higher,
Right.
so that doesn't apply in this case. Okay, now, Mr. Cadena, do you understand your bond conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You can get your reset, Mr. Smith. And if you don't have anything else, you and your client are excused, and y'all can have a good day. I think, Mr. Smith, you have a couple other cases.
You really-
Mr. Smith. I'll let you sign for the reset. And then we can give him a copy. Hold on one second.
Freddie Zen,
You can sign now.
Freddie Zen.
He's right here.
We're on the record in cause number 326420, the state of Texas versus Freddie Cornelius Zen III. Mr. Zen, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
That's good. Mr. Zen, your case is on the announcement docket. You're here present with your attorney, Mr. Bruce Smith. Mr. Smith, do you have an announcement in Mr. Zen's case?
Yeah, again, this, Mr. Zen's case, is also appointed, it's relatively new, I just need, this is a short reset to get everything worked out.
Standard 30 days?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, the case will be reset on the announcement docket to give you opportunity to maybe complete the discovery negotiations or whatever you need to do to get this case to a close.
Thank you.
All right, you can stand over here, get your reset. Sade Simpson. We on the record in cause number 324104, the state of Texas versus Sade Simpson. Miss, is your name Sade Simpson?
Yes,
Okay, how are you doing, Miss Simpson?
fine.
That's good. Miss Simpson, your case is on the court's announcement docket. You're here with your attorney, Mr. Bruce Smith. Mr. Smith, do you have an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, yeah, she is asking for a trial.
Trial, going to reset this for trial? Okay. Okay. You can stand over there in front of the coordinator and get your trial date, and you're declined to be free to go.
That completes my cases for this morning.
All right, and y'all have a good day. Okay, we have Mr. Kimbler's,
Mr. Kimber's client is not here.
is here.
Mr. Cagle? Yes, sir.
Would you come forward? We on the record 6658, the state of Texas versus Zachary Irvin Cagle. Mr. Cagle is by attorney Rice Kimbler. Mr. Kimbler.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Cagle, how are you doing?
Yes, sir. I'm good.
Okay, now your attorney is appearing on Zoom. How you doing, Mr. Kimbler?
Pretty good, Your Honor.
Okay, that's good. Now, Mr. Kimbler, you have an announcement in Mr. Cagle's case?
He has some other cases pending, and I believe there's also an unindicted felony. So I would just ask that this case be reset with his other cases, and then we'll see what happens on the felony.
Okay, so we'll just reset it with his, with his felony case?
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
believe
Yeah,
if
just-
Mel can just look him up, she'll see the other when the other cases are set.
It's on the docket. It's March 31st.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Cagle, you can stand over here and get your reset. Once you get your ready to go, and you can have a good day. Mr. Kimbler, you have any other cases?
Sir,
Is this your last case?
that was the only one I have with you, Your Honor, this morning.
Okay. Okay, you excuse, you can have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Oh. This is one, this is Paul. Okay, we got Peppo. Okay, Mr. Bailiff, would you please call Tanisha Green? Okay. Mr. Adams
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
is, Okay. Uh, Okay, we on the record in cause number 326422, cause number 326692, cause number 328106, cause number 328472. All four cases of Style, the state of Texas versus Tanisha Green. Ms. Green, how are you doing?
Fine.
Okay. Now, your full name is Tanisha Green?
Yes, sir, tiny.
Oh, Tanisha. Tanisha Green. Okay, excuse me. Ms. Green, you are represented by attorney Langston Adams, and Mr. Adams is appearing via Zoom. Okay, the camera is right there if you on top of it if you're looking for it. Now, Mr. Adams, I note that on the docket, she has four cases. It appears that you are listed on three of her four cases.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, are you going to represent her on the fourth case or?
Hello, are you? I can say that again, Judge. I couldn't hear you.
Oh no. Okay. Uh, I just had. I'm getting some feedback on somebody's mic, but I just talked to the court coordinator, and the coordinator note that you was appointed on these cases. She has another case because you're already on these three cases. You're going to be appointed on the fourth case as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Adams, what is your announcement on Ms. Tanisha Green's case?
Your Honor, I would ask for you to give me 30 days for additional discovery and investigation.
Okay.
And that way I can get that other case. I'm assuming mail or fax me the appointment on the fourth case. And that way I can combine them all.
Yeah, it will be sent to you.
Okay, that's no problem. Ms. Green, try to just come see me anytime you want this week after 3 o'clock. I'll be in my office.
Yes, sir, I need to talk to you.
Okay, and Ms. Green, you can stand over there. She's gonna give you a reset in court, and then we'll send Mr. Adams his reset. Mr. Adams, do you have any other cases?
No, Your Honor, none that I'm aware of.
Okay, well, you may be excused and have a good day.
All right, take it easy.
Okay, you're welcome. Ms. Green, you have a good day as well.
Okay, I need to.
Well, you can talk to your attorney about that. He'll have that.